Welcome to Grab Bag Month, I think I called it, and where I'm only gonna play random games that I picked up from GameStop when I used to work there. First things first, let me show you the stack that I got here. It's a huge stack of games here, and I'm going to randomly pick one. I've already shuffled the disc. As you can see, the bottom is the city, so obviously I'm not gonna pick that one. And here, so some of these games I'm not able to physically play unless I get it from Steam or, do the emulator for them, but I'll still be playing a lot of them, and we'll see what happens. And the first game is, let's do this. Go! Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Defeationist. Welcome back, and I hope you guys have had a good time. Remember I said in the month prior that I was going to take a month off, which is pretty much July, and I was going to come back with a grab bag of videos. And as you can see, we got our first game in that grab bag. It's all randomized. Oh god, wish I didn't do that. But as you know by the title, let's get on with it. We are doing Ride to Hell Retribution. Buckle up, because it's going to be a wild ride. Alright, let's kick things off with the story. Ride to Hell Retribution is set in the 1960s, and it follows the tale of Jake Conway, a Vietnam War veteran who returns home to find his brother murdered by a biker gang known as the Devil's Hand. Naturally, Jake sets out on a quest for revenge. That sounds promising, right? Well, it's not quite. The narrative is riddled with cliches, and the characters are one-dimensional at best, and Jake's motivations, while clear, are often executed with the sloppiest of Joes. Dialogues are often cringeworthy.
RBDE Romer, come in. Come in, RBDE Romer. Damn it, RBDE.
Mac, is that you? What the hell are you talking about?
And the story progression feels disjointed. Important plot points are ever glossed over and delivered in some of the most ham-fisted ways possible. It's a revenge tale that lacks emotional depth or nuance, making it hard to invest in Jake's journey. And it just makes it annoying. Just very, very annoying. Moving on.
You're Toledo's boy, right?
That's right.
Now let's talk about the graphics, sound, and overall production quality of this game. Visually, Ride to Hell Retribution looks dated even by 2013 standards. The textures are muddy, the character models are stiff and awkward, and the animations are janky as hell. Environmental design lacks any real detail, making the world feel empty and lifeless, and the sound design does not fare much better. The voice acting ranges from mediocre to downright terrible, with stiff and unconvincing performances. The soundtrack is forgettable in a mix of generic rock tracks that fail to enhance the atmosphere or action, literally YouTube safe soundtracks, and production wise the game is riddled with technical glitches, bugs, and poor optimization abound. Adding to the overall frustration, it's clear that Ride to Hell Retribution was rushed to market with little care or given polish and quality, thus making it a shitty game. Congratulations. Let's move on. Well, next up is the gameplay, and Ride to Hell Retribution attempts to blend different styles like motorcycle combat and third-person shooting and melee brawls, but unfortunately it fails spectacularly on all fronts. Motorcycle sequences are repetitive and clunky, with poor handling and physics that make every ride a boring chore and very glitchy and annoying. Combat, both shooting and melee, is uninspired and frustrating, plagued by terrible controls and unresponsive mechanics, and an abysmal, and I really mean abysmal, cover system that genuinely makes me miss the days of Gears of War. And saying that Gears of War is a good game, by the way, I'm not saying it's a bad game. The game feels littered with quick time events that feel more like a nuance than an engaging mechanic. To top it off, the level design is bland and the AI is laughably bad, making the entire experience feel like a slog. Now, there's one last thing that I have to talk about here, and that is the rescuing of the females. Now, every time you rescue a female, a quote-unquote sex scene happens, and it looks very jarring and very weird, and I did not know just rescuing a female randomly off the streets from a person being an asshole automatically means we get to hump with our clothes on, because that's what happens in this game, and it's how you heal. Moving on. So, what about the challenge of beating this game? If you're looking to beat Ride to Hell Retribution, prepare yourself for an uphill battle. The game's poor design and technical issues make it a chore to play, let alone complete. Achievements and trophies are often tied to tedious tasks or difficult to control segments. The lack of clear objectives and frequent bugs make some challenges nearly impossible to complete. It's a test of patience more than anything else, and not in a good way. Completing this game requires more endurance and skill, as you'll need to push forward through countless frustrations, some big enough that you may not even want to continue. I hope and pray that none of you even buy this game. I am quite possibly done with it. So, final thoughts. Ride to Hell Retribution is infamous for a reason. It's a poorly executed game on almost every level. From story to gameplay to graphics and sound, there's very little redeeming quality here. It's a prime example of how not to make a game. As the Defeationist, I can't recommend this game to anyone. It's not worth the time, effort, or frustration. If you're looking for a good biker-themed game, there are far better options out there. And save yourself the trouble and steer clear of Ride to Hell Retribution.
No meme! No meme! No meme! No meme! No meme!
That being said, putting this, oh god. I think I'm gonna go try to get a refund from the Windows store. So this is done. No more of this. Okay, so let's move on to the next game. Oh, holy cow.
Algorithms laughing my reflecting my eyes. Spirals of cliffs haunt the night. Fewer retention stats type bright. Chasing shadows, who's dragging me down. Lost in pixels, searching for sound. Virtual screams in the quiet void. Begging for engagement, never employed. Scrolling and searching for that face. Lost in end screens, sucking for sound. Virtual screams in the quiet void. Begging for engagement, never employed. Scrolling and searching for that face. Lost in end screens, stuck in place. Stuck in place. Annotations dance like siren calls. Stubs increase, but do you hear my walls?